are 5 years later. We've been through so much love, so much fighting, so much up and down, so much being late, so much just being the crazy couple we are. I'm extremely blessed to have you, and honestly couldn't even think about life without you in Oakley. I just want you to know how much I love you. I love you so much. I love Oakley. I can't wait to continue to grow together, continue to have trials, ups and downs. We've been through it all. Like our last 5 years, like we've failed a lot, and just this last year, I told you this is our year, and here we are. We're getting married. Things are picking up. Things are getting really, really good for us. And again, like I wouldn't want to succeed and fail and achieve anything with anyone else. I love you.
It's these moments where I'm snuggled up in between you and Oakley, listening to both of you softly breathe, but I can't help but get so overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with the love I have for you that changes and grows every day. Overwhelmed that I find something new I love about you every day when I didn't possibly think you could get any better than beautiful. And most of all, our perfect boy who's everything good in this world. I'm flooded with emotions as I'm sitting here thinking back to the girl that I was 5 years ago. The girl who was finally starting to find herself while also convinced she wasn't lovable. I was so surrounded by all these people falling in love, and I was convinced it just wasn't going to happen. And then I met you. Cheesy, I know, but it's the God honest truth. I so badly wish we could go back and watch that scene of the first time we met. We were so little and so clueless as to everything that lay in wait in front of us. I'll never forget the moment I met you, this cute, charming southern boy with this dazzling grin and super strong butt chin as you hopped out of a red Jeep to open the door for me as you picked me up on our first date. You were so different from anyone I had dated before, and it surprised me. And that was that. It was easy and comfortable within seconds of our first meeting. I never felt that way with anyone. And I never once felt awkward or nervous. It was familiar. And I'm gonna be cheesy again, but it felt like home. There's so many moments that I want to go back to and rewatch like a movie with you. Like the first time that you told me I was beautiful. I'll never forget sitting in your car and crying my eyes out because I'd never been told that genuinely from anyone. You made me feel so beautiful and so seen. And I'll also never forget the first time you told me you loved me. You were so nervous, yet so sure and confident. And it will always be one of my core memories. I want to laugh and cry as I think about those first few months and our first year together. Moving into our first apartment was a dream, and I'll always have a special place in my heart for that little apartment. And sometimes I still miss it. We had so many good times, and so many hard times in that first year. You were there for me through one of the most tragic and traumatic events in my entire life, and you handled it with such strength and grace. You were my rock, and I remember thinking, if we can make it through this, we really can make it through anything. We had our share of up and downs after that, but we made it. And we kept choosing each other, and that made everything we have so much more meaningful. I'll also never forget the first time we talked about getting married. We were both so nervous and giddy talking about it literally in the middle of the gym. I feel like we were just kids, and now here we are 5 years later finally doing it. I know those kids would be proud of us. They'd be proud of how far we've come and how hard we've fought for a relationship. We've been through some really dark shit together, but we've pulled through, and we've held each other through it always and made it out to the other side. It hasn't been easy, but there's nobody I'd rather go through anything with than you. And I wish that we could go back and have those kids and show them that we made it because we're okay. One of, if not the best things I've ever had the privilege of watching was watching you become a father. I wouldn't have done it any other way. It was watching you with my little sisters for the first time 5 years ago that really sealed the deal for me when I knew I loved you. So I always knew you'd be an amazing dad, but of course you exceeded my expectations. You are the most incredible dad to that little boy, and I wish that you could see the way he looks at you. It's like he thinks you could walk on water or fly. He looks up to you so much. I love watching you try to be stern with him, but really you're just a big softie. I love the way you talk to him and communicate with him. I love when you dance and sing with him, and how you scoop him up and comfort him when he's sad. I love watching you be a dad, and I'm excited to see you with our future kids too. They're lucky, and I'm so lucky. I feel like we've grown up so much together in the last 5 years. It feels way longer than 5 years, but here we are. There's nobody I'd rather grow up with than you. I'm so lucky I've gotten to grow up with you and get to continue to do so for the rest of our lives. Thank you for staying and for choosing me to grow with and for choosing us. And just like in our song, I don't know who we'll become, and I can't promise it's not written in the stars, but I believe that when it's done, we're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together.